Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the weekly webinar. And let me just show you where you can find the link every time from now. So if you're one of the 7,000 to 10,000 people who watch this on YouTube and you would like to come live, this is where the link is. You go to tradingview.com. You can find me here. I think everybody knows where to find me. You click on my name, and the link is always here. It's sometimes not an active link. That has nothing to do with me. That has to do with the way TradingView allow you to post there. So if the link is not active, all you have to do is copy and paste in your paste it in your browser. You get an active link, you register, and you will get access to the webinar. You'll get an email telling you when to join, the time, and everything will be there. If you like my charts, you can click a like. If you don't, that's okay, no problem. Right? If you want to follow the charts I do, make sure you understand you're able to trade before you take the trades, because I'm not giving you signals. I'm giving you an idea of what we are looking for in the charts, right? So you can only use them if you know how to trade somewhat. If you don't, it's going to be difficult to do that. Come back to there. And it's not about, as one troller said, it's about points. It's not about points. I care less about these points. It's more about people seeing the charts. If you click the likes, the chart comes up on top, and then more people see it. So more people get a chance of taking the trade. If it's not like, then it means the quality is low and nobody sees it, and then nobody gets to take the trade, right? So it's more about people getting to see the charts, because the charts come up on top as they get more likes, they come on top. Basically, that's about it. I really do. I have so much points, I don't need them. You know, it's like 186. You really don't need that. And I don't think they have very much value. If you ask my opinion, I think this is more of little value. What is the value is people who follow you and then they get to see your charts. It would, if the site was structured different, then I'd be much happier that you didn't have to have these points, because these points do create some nonsense. You know, people go and they do a lot of nonsense just to get the points. I'm not keen about that. I just want the charts to be seen, basically. Let's go. That is just to show you where you can find my link, right? So more people wouldn't ask me. You guys can copy it and share it so more people see it. Let's go. Let's start. We are in time, so let's go start the webinar today. I wanted to show you this one because there's a good opportunity in this one coming. If you look at it on the daily, you can see that this is more of a corrective structure, and like this corrective structure here, it should go up. So I'm looking for at least one more up. How big to the upside, I don't know, but there is a trade to the upside. I don't think it's going to go this big. It's going to probably be less than that, but we can still see a good trade. Long term, if they're going to go more, they'll make a deeper correction before they go. But there is a good trade coming here, so you can probably look for a trade opportunity on the break of this structure here. You wanted to come and break out of this structure. So in the break of this, when they stop going down, if you're in the sell, some of our traders are in the sell. If you're in the sell, you start to watch at this level here, you start watching your trade, right? So if you took the sell this morning with us, you're watching your trade already, right? So moving your stops, taking profit, because this is going to stop and turn to the upside very likely. You don't want to come out of the trade, you just want to move your stops. Let's go. Dollar index. Let's start. Dollar index is coming down. It's still in this down trend looking manner. This is more of a, it's not a falling wedge, as some people call it. We don't know if it is falling wedges. You're supposed to be ending something, right? This is not ending. This could start as a leading diagonal. It could be starting a pattern, right? It's a leading diagonal. I don't think it is a leading diagonal yet, but we will see. So at present, they could break out. As it is right now, they could break out of this structure, and we will relook at this. We look for a buy setup somewhere here, or this could go down one more. This could come here and go one more down before they go up. I would like to see the up move starting with a very sharp impulse. This is not such a sharp impulse. It's an impulse, but not so sharp. So we will see if that is the start of the move. When they break, you wait for a flag, then buy. You wait for a corrective structure, then buy, right? Not just a flag. Wait for a corrective structure, then buy. On the 4 hour, remember we said it's coming down, but it is going to go up. And if it starts to go up, we would look at a trade that will bring us somewhere to about this level. If you fib this, we're gonna get a level somewhere at the 270 here. So you can fib this move here. You're going to get something about here. So this would be a very good trade if it goes. Remember, it doesn't have to go right now to that target. So when it breaks this structure, we can start to look for a trade here to that level. Sometimes you may get a three-wave structure like they had here, 1, 2, 3. So if it goes up to this level and then turn back down, we will buy, then we will sell, and then we will buy it again. This will come to the level. It will come to that level. It's just a matter of, is this all the correction or is there more correction? Euro, same thing. Last time we were saying, Euro did break out, but it never gave us a structure to sell into. It actually went up some more. And you may get more buy in the Euro. There's a chance they could go one more up here. Watch it for that possibility. If it breaks out and go one more up, you can buy it to about a 270. If it comes down from there, if we assume that this is it, this is the top and they're breaking the structure, you don't have a sell setup. We don't have a sell setup based on our strategy. Our strategy will have to allow this to come down, make a correction up, and then we will sell. Remember, our strategy is not based on you have to catch where you think the top is or where you think the bottom is. Our strategy is based on what is the safest, highest probability trade. A trade that gives me enough information to say it is going down and it's a high probability it will do that, right? While it's in the uptrend, it's not a high probability trade. Remember, we sold this little piece here, took it off here, but we were looking for a reversal because we knew this was going to go. And this was a very nice one for a sell because it was a short-term sell. I saw this, but I didn't like this short-term sell because this is risk to reward is not a very good trade. If you do it the right way, it's not a very good risk to reward trade. And it could turn at any point. They don't have to come to break this low. If they break through, good. We will look for a trade only after the breakthrough, only after we get a correction, and then we will start to look to sell this trade, which will be a very high probability trade, right? So as of now, it's still upside. We do have divergence, and that divergence could remain there for a long time, and this could climb all the way to the top of the trend. And you could still have divergence. Pung. Same here. If you remember the last time we did, we said Pung is coming up to tag that top. I still think they will tag the top. Very few times you see they come like this and they don't tag the top. See, this one did not tag the top. It started to come down. So we're going to watch for this to go back one more up and then look for the downside. So how would we trade that if we get the one more up? Come to the lower time frame on the 4 hour. Right now it's coming down, but this could easily be a 1, 2, 3, and go back up. We would look for a trade setup somewhere here. Some flag here, and the breakout of this will give us a trade to the upside. If you don't get that, can you sell this as it is right now? No, bad idea. But if this makes a corrective structure to the upside, like that, we will look for this sell. Like this, we would look for that buy. We will look for like this one, we would look for this sell, right? So if we get that here, we would look for a sell to the downside. We don't have anything that says sell it at that point. So we'll have to wait. Let me just give you a very nice one, what you can wait for a sell setup. This is a big one, but you can have an idea what we're looking for. We look for more like something like this, and then we'll sell it. If it's going up, it will have to make a sharp move, give us a flag, and then we'll buy it to the top. Once it gets to this top, we'll be looking for sell setups because this is a 1, 2, 3 structure. Come to somewhere around the top here and go right back down. Right? Aussie. We made this move down. We were making this move up. They didn't give such. I was expecting a bigger correction in here. We actually missed that up piece there because I thought we were going to have a bigger 3-wave correction here. 1, 2, 3, like they did here, right? Like this one. Instead, we have a very small correction and they climb up. You will get one more move up. It's very likely that they're going to give you one more move, tag the top, and then they'll talk to us. Either break out or way back down. Go on the 4 hour, you can see that. On the daily, sorry. On the daily, you can see that. We're either going to get this one more move up here. This could break out because this is a very sharp move up. You see, they could break out. And if this breaks out, we would look for a flag. We will buy this in the first place. We'll be buying that trade because of the probability of it breaking out. And at this level, if they make a flag, you can start buying. You can start actually buying if they make a flag there. What if they make a bigger flag, a bigger correction like this here now? What if they turn and make a bigger correction like this here now? Well, then we're going to buy it from here going up. So what is it going to do right now? Nothing. You don't know. It's still within this corrective structure. And we don't know. This one came pretty high, right? See this? And then came down before it went, tag the top, and then come back. So depends on what happens here now. We will look for this trade, or we get a small correction, we look for that trade, right? So I'll update this as it go. I'll update this as it go. Right now, we're looking for a buy and the break of this top. That is if they break the top within the next couple hours. If they go for a deeper correction, there may be sell setups. We don't have any right now. Right now, there is no sell setup on that. First, break the structure, and then give us a sell setup. Right? There is no sell setup here right now. If all of you guys keep your questions to the end, we'll go through all the charts pretty fast, and then I'll take questions. I always take questions, don't worry. New Zealand coming back. New Zealand is actually consolidating on the trend line, right? It's breaking this structure and they're consolidating here. That is kind of telling us we're going to go up more. We're going to go up more once they do that consolidation at the trend line. Once you get a consolidation of the trend. So maybe one more down here. You can see that 1 hour. Let's see if it's a trade setup for you now. No, no trade setup as yet. Watch this here. Comes to this level, they can go up. Now, if they break this structure here, you can buy right here. I'm telling you where we would look for a buy setup, right? If you don't have a strategy to trade such, don't trade it. It's making something like a flag here. So if they break the flag, let me take this out so you have a vision of what I'm looking at. Either they come here and then we look for the trade up, or they turn right in here and go back there, and then you can buy the breakout trade, right? So we don't know that this is a triangle or not a triangle as yet. It's hard. You have to wait for them to come here, go back up, and then you buy. Right? Prove that it is a triangle. It could be a deeper correction. Can they come down lower? Maybe, but you don't have a setup for that. You don't have a trade in it, right? They will have to break this structure to the downside before we make that decision. Right now, we're looking for more upside. US CAD. CAD could also go up more. Looks like a triangular pattern, but these triangle could go both ways. Right, when you see a triangle like this, some triangles go both ways, some don't, some go both ways. This is one that could go both ways. And there's a good reason for that. We will not go into the reasoning right now. We'll just go into the trading setup. So can you buy this to the upside if it comes here? We do have divergence here, right? So can we buy that to the upside? No, you don't have a buy setup here. You'll have to let it break, make a flag, and then you can buy. That would be a continuation pattern. It could break this structure and go right back down, and then we have a sell setup. Once it breaks this low, you're looking for a long-term sell, right? If it breaks that low, so keep it in that triangular pattern. The trade could be both ways. The upside is a little dangerous. The downside is a safe trade because you're in a downtrend. So the safer trade is to the downside if they break and go. If they decide to go above this triangle, it's a dangerous trade unless you get a flag. Right? So unless you understand how structure works, right? The sell, safe trade. You're going in the direction of a trend, that one will really go. Swiss, same here, same pattern like in the euro. Coming down nicely, 4 hour. Still coming down, this structure still says downside, right? As of now, that structure still says downside. So if they break this, we're looking at this structure here, 1, 2, 3. Sharp move, correction. Either come back here, you can take this trade and watch for it to break out, right? So if it comes down back, you get a trade. If it goes up from here and break out of this structure, break out of the trend line, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait until they make a corrective structure before you buy it. You can buy it. See this one, how it came right up to the top there and go. If you were in the trend previously, this is what you would have got. You would have had a breakout. And if you bought that, good luck to you because you're going to lose. Same here. You get this trend, and if you buy this breakout here, good luck to you. You can lose your account. Not just because it's out of the trend, there is enough reason to buy or sell it. Wait for it to make the flag, and then we would look for a trade setup. There isn't a trade setup to buy it. Breaking the line means nothing. The line is useless. The line has only one purpose. Tell us when it's breaking out or when it's not breaking out. It's not a signal to sell or buy. When it breaks, you relook at the structure and you see what is that structure telling you, and then you make a decision whether you have a buy or a sell setup. Right? That is only when you can do that. Some US yen, we're expecting a turn in this very soon, which means you want to watch a CAD and the Swiss for a turn to the upside, right? WXYX, we're looking for this Z wave to come down. Remember the last webinar, we said they will come and break this top slightly and then come back down. Well, they didn't break the top. That happens rarely. This is a running flat. We were looking for an expanding flat. Happens rarely, but happens, and then they start to come down. That didn't prevent us from selling it, and you can probably get a short-term sell here. We're not. I am personally not interested in this, but you can get a short sell to about this level, and then we'll start to look for the uptrade. The uptrade could either be the start of an impulse or another corrective wave to come back down and then go again. The longer-term picture is upside. The short-term, we'll have to see how this structure goes before we make the decision, right? We'll have to look at that structure there. Is it going to be a three wave or they're going to just take off? Right now, there could be a sell setup in the 1 hour. Yep, you could probably get a sell setup here, but I'm not interested in it. Risk to reward, it's not a good trade. Potential for the downside is limited, right? So I'm not interested in the sell, although there's a sell. I'm starting to prepare myself for the buy setup. Somebody asked for the Turkish lira, and this was a trade we took on, I think it was Friday last. Some of our traders saw this pattern. One of our traders saw it, and he said, there's a good trade here, and we took this trade here, right? Still going, so they may be getting out of the trade now because we're expecting it to stop somewhere here. Looks like you may get one more drop and then stop it. Upside, it's in a big corrective structure. See that? 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. It's very simple. Now, there is a chance they're either going to go for 4 and come for 5, or they're totally going to go up, so look for the buy. Either way, look for a buy setup. A buy setup is a very good structure, so start to look for buy setups very soon on this one. Euro-Aus, this one did not give us, you see the 1, 2, 3 did not go. We thought they're going to go. They didn't. They come back down. We were out of that trade. We took it off for break even there. We were in the buy. A lot of pips up. We moved to break even, take us out. I think about 70 or 80 pips I gave up on that trade. No problem, because I'm not interested in a small trade. I was interested in whether it's going to go up totally. Not going up, which means we have one more sell opportunity here. And then we start to look for this trade. And this trade should break out, right? So there's one last possible sell opportunity in this thing to that level. Let's see if we can get the trade. 4 hour, 1 hour, let's see. Not the best of trade, right? It's going slow. This was the break, but it didn't go well. So I would rather they give me a 3 wave than come that. I'll be more sure of this trade. But if you didn't get in there, wait for any flag. They come here, make another flag, take this, make another flag, take that, make another flag. Take these short trades, take your profit, and then look for the upside. Because they will be doing that very soon. They'll be giving you these slow moves. See these slow moves here? Before they turn to the upside. So we can expect an upside from here. All of them has this little structure to finish off, and then we can look for more upside. The daily structure is this. And when they come to the low of the structure, we start to look for the upside. Euro New Zealand, pretty much same thing, coming down very slowly, still not break. We had that breakout that didn't go, this breakout here, right? That first breakout, then we have a second breakout, still not a trade setup. Still didn't go. We were waiting for a flag to break, didn't go. It looks like they're gonna break the low. I am not interested in this sell. I'm not interested in that sell, even if they come to this level. I still will be interested in the buy, right? Because we're at an extreme low. When you're at extreme lows like this, you don't want to get involved with sell setup. This is where it started its down move. And this is where you are on the down move with a lot of divergence. So you're at an extreme low and they're telling you that whatever is happening in here will break out to the upside. So we are not interested in getting this last 20 pips at the bottom there and then watch it turn and go up and you miss the buy. So I'm pretty much keen on looking for the buy setup now, right? It doesn't break, I don't get a buy, no big deal. I'm looking for a trade that has potentially huge moves to the upside. If I get in that trade and it goes up, great. If it doesn't and it goes some more down, no big deal. I can live with that. I'm not interested in the sell. Saw some sell setups on the 1 hour, not interested in them. Right? This was a small one. This was a small one. If you took this one, you would have got a break-even trade here. Come back, take you out for break-even. If they make another flag here and they go, you probably get this. They come back, take you out for break-even, and then you get something like this. And you look for that trade up. This is your trade. Right? Not when it's going down like that. So not interested in the downside. EURUSD. This one we were interested in the downside there. Some of our traders were in that trade. I don't know if they're still in, if they took it off because it didn't go very nice. They got in here actually. Went up a little more. The stop was there. It's coming down. You can actually go to break even. You can watch this come, take you out for break even, do this, and then we're looking for this trade up. So you notice we're looking for the Euro Oz up. We're looking for the Euro New Zealand up. We're looking for Euro CAD up. Let me show you that daily structure. Oh, not from here, sorry. Not from here. We're looking for them to break and then go up. All right, that's the daily structure. So we're looking for all of them to go a little more down and then up, right? Up and up. So we're looking for a big trade to the upside. We're looking for a big trade to the upside on the Euro New Zealand, and we're looking for a big trade to the upside on the Euro Oz. Breaking this structure to go up. Let's see. If they do break, because they're all at extreme lows, if they do break, we get them. What if this breaks through this structure? If they break through the structure and start to go downside, showing us potentially long-term downside trade, we'll be interested. Right now, they're not showing that, right? We don't have that potentially long-term downside trade. Euro yen. Remember what we said, we're looking for a trade potentially upside. And this pattern is being playing out perfect to give us that trade. Now, can this pattern continue to go down? They would have to break through this structure. Make a flag here. Not even a flag, a corrective structure. Then I will start to sell. Right now, not interested in the sell. Waiting, the sell is already gone. Those of us who are our trader who took it are in it. It's already gone. They'll probably come to about this level, I think. And then we start to look for buy setups. So you can't sell this at this extreme low. You don't want to sell it at the low. You want to buy it at the low. You want to look for sells at the top and buys at the low. Right? That's the whole thing. So your sell was at the top here, and your buy is going to start happening from here. It actually went up pretty fast. I thought it was going to go slower, right? But let's see. So we're going to start to look for buy setups. It's not there as yet. We don't have any buy setups. So once we see a buy setup, I'll post it up for you. So you can start looking for buy setups in it, right? Euro Chief. This one should tag this. I think last week I told you guys you can take this trade. They can come here, and then you're going to look for this to go up. We're looking for a big time trade once they break this low. We've been saying that since about 3 weeks now, right? While this is coming down. When they break this low, we are going to be looking for reversals to the upside. Come on. We're going to be looking for reversals. And that is because we have completed this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure. So I think they will be going up. We'll be looking for that upside once they break the low. And we are trying to get them to break the low since last week. This didn't do it. This is coming. I hope they break the low now, because then this week, next week, we could start to get buys. Right? So hopefully that this goes through, break the low. There's still a nice trade there if you're actually interested. Let me see. You could wait for it to pull back, get in the trade, and then look for this. If it goes in one move, if it goes in two move, like stop here, consolidate, and then drop, you're probably going to be in it for a short trade. But this is the trade you're looking for, and then reversal. So all the euro pairs are showing us something that says come down more and then go back up, except for this one. Well, this one has a pung inside. And I think first this will have to come here. This is the trade we're in now. We're looking for it to break, come here, break this low. And then we can look for an upside, because that would complete the three-wave pattern we're looking at, right? That would complete this wave structure. If they come here and then break this low, and then look to go back up, this will give you this three-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, and then you can look for upside. So right now, this is the only euro pair we're not looking for a long-term trade to the upside right now, but a nice short-term trade to go. I think I posed the sell setup for you guys. Look for a sell setup. You can get in that trade, right? If you're not in the trade already, wait for a sell setup. Some of our traders inside, some not in, so you can wait. It will actually give you this trade here now. Look for this and take this trade. When it comes here, you move your stop and you wait for it to go through that trend line, because it should come and tag this level. It should come back and tag the low. Go beyond this low. Come on. What's wrong with the trading view? It's not picking up good. You can look for this trade here, a bigger trade than the one I posted. You're looking for this first. What is the matter with all these? Good, got it there, and click, get it there. You're looking for this trade. Tag this low and then go back up. So if you get lucky in the breakthrough, you're getting a good trade, right? So keep an eye out for that one. Pong Oz, I'll go through every one for you guys. Pong Oz, we are getting another flag. And that means there is another short-term trade to the downside, very short. Just like this is, you're going to get a very short trade, not a big trade. At some point, they'll start to go back up. Pound New Zealand, you'll get similar structure. This one kind of break here, but it didn't give you. So if they make a flag like this, a bigger flag, you can look for one more short-term trade. Short-term trade, take your profit, right? Let's go to the 4 hours so you can see that. Short-term trade, come retest this low, watch it, then take your profit if they go. Because this one is already broken here, but it didn't go anywhere. This is not a trade setup. So you can take this off and you can look for a flag here. If they start to make a flag here. If they're going to reverse from this point, I don't think they're reversing from here. But if they're going to reverse from here, we will have more setups. We'll relook at this structure, 1, 2, 3 for expanding flat, and then we'll have buy setups, not here. Right? Euro Chief, very little more downside. I think one more downside here. And then we're looking for upside. We're looking for the 1, 2, 3, and then upside. Simple, right? Simple, but it works. Pang Yen, you got the one more down you're looking for. Right? We're looking for one more down. Same question. Everybody say why you think it's going to go down. Well, we're looking for one more down. That's it. The structure tells us one more down. Somewhere along here, we'll start to look for upside potential, right? Can this continue to go down? Can this continue to go down? It could. If this structure is the start of some kind of a real strong move to retest the low. At this point here, I didn't see that coming. At this point here, it was telling me more of a 1, 2, 3 to go back up here before they come. So what we're going to do now, for those of our traders, if anybody's in this move, you want to move your stop very tight, because there's a good chance that this stops right here, go a little more stop and start to make the up move. We'd look for breakout trades somewhere in here. Right? We don't have any trade set up anymore. The sell is gone and you can't do anything about it if you're not in it, right? That sell is gone. Don't chase it. If the euro yen turns to the upside, this would likely turn, because you see these are driven by the yen mostly, right? So if euro yen turns upside, so would the pound yen. Pound CAD, we're definitely looking for upside. Remember this one? This breakout here wasn't a trade setup for us. We did not take this trade setup because it's not a trade setup based on our rules. We expected that it could go back down, and once it went back in the trend, we said, okay, we're getting something else, but you're getting a buy setup right now. I'm not saying you should buy it. I'm not giving you a trade call. I don't do that, but I'm telling you we're getting a buy setup right now, and this buy setup has huge potentials. We were expecting them to break this daily structure. By the way, I opened the trading view this morning and I saw this chart. I was like, I didn't repost this chart. How is it there? It had a funny wave count in it though. And it was exactly my chart that I posted. I was like, I posted this chart like 3 weeks ago. How come it appeared in trading view again? So look at this. Watch for this chart here. We're going to look for this breakout here. That's the trade. And then you're looking for this to break out and go. So it's a long-term trade, right? It's only a long-term trade to go, right? 4 hour. Look at this. Watch that one there. Look for this trade. Nice trade setup, actually. You can look for a nice trade back to the top and then look for a trade to continue to go up. You can wait for a flag if you want to take the trade also, right? Depends on your strategy. What's your strategy to trade, right? CAD yen broke, by the way. Nice trade. Watch it when it comes this low. It's going to come back to retest this low. Here's a nice trade. For my traders, you know what to do. You already should be in at least one trade, if not the sell. Pound yen, pound New Zealand. Oh, sorry, why am I going to? CAD yen, just slip CAD yen, Aussie yen. Let's go. Aussie yen down trade. Good for those of you guys who took it. The others should have been in the trade already too. If you didn't manage to get in, don't worry. Watch it when it comes to the low, right? Remember what we said, 2 possibilities here. So those who took the trade, well done. New Zealand yen downside. This wasn't a setup for us. It's not ready for a setup for us. We'll leave this, right? Swiss yen, stay out of this. We stayed out of it. We didn't. It's a downside, but it's not good trading, so we leave it. New Zealand CAD. Let's see. Breaking. Wait for a corrective structure, then buy. There's possible more upside here, right? It's possible more upside here. So wait for a corrective flag and then buy it. Wait for a flag and then buy that. Aussie CAD, same thing, probably more upside here. Wait for this. This is a flag, so you can wait for the break and buy. Aussie, New Zealand. For those of you who were following this with us, we closed the buy. Those of our traders who were in, we closed it. We are waiting for a corrective structure here. Give us a flag here, and then we will buy. This will be the big buy. Because once it breaks this structure, the next place we are expecting this to go is at the top here. Right? So don't miss this trade. Don't miss this. If they make a flag here and go, don't miss that buy. It could be a very, very long-term trade. Keep that in mind, which means Aussie could break out of that structure we're looking at, right? Silver, upside. We were in the silver buy. We closed it. We closed our silver buy right at the top there. And I'm expecting this to come back one more and then look for more buys here, right? If they go from here, we can only buy above the top. But we're waiting for it to pull back, hoping that it pulls back one more for a 1, 2, 3, and then we buy. Gold. Those who were in the trade, remember this morning, it's a very short trade. It's going up more. If you're not in the buy there, it's gone. You got to wait for a next flag. Wait for a flag and then buy. Wait for a 1 hour flag. This was a short buy this morning. If anybody took that, remember, very short. Be careful. You're getting divergence. Move your stops because this could go here, then pull back. So if you get this flag here, you can get a buy setup, right? Look for that flag before you get a buy. Those who are in the trade, you're okay. If you're not in the trade, don't chase it. Gold and silver, more upside. Let me show you. Possibly more upside, much more. We think this could be the start of the move to retest the top, break the top, the correction is over and go. And so is silver, right? So we're looking for a buy in silver because we're looking for a big trade that will take us all the way to this top. We're looking to come to about that 270 there. Let's see how it goes. If it pulls back here and give us a trade, we will try to keep that, see how far and how fast it goes. Remember, it's not going to go in one straight line, right? UJ is going slow. The Euro Yen is going fast, but that's not fast. That's okay. It's just finishing off the move. So let it go. Somebody want oil? Let's look at oil. Oil is a sell setup. We're looking for oil to go down. Right? We're looking for oil to break this structure to the lower here. This is a nice corrective structure. By the way, we took a number of sells in here and we got hit twice, I think. One was a break even, the first one, and the second one, I think, tag us out. Just exactly. We didn't expect to break that top, tag us in that. We're still looking for sells. That doesn't change anything, right? The structure is the same. It hasn't changed. It's still a corrective structure. You can get a very nice trade when they break this structure here, right? If you're aggressive, you can take it from inside. If you're not that aggressive, wait for them to break here, and then you got a nice trade to the downside. UK oil, pretty much the same. You're looking for a sell setup. This one, we anticipate the break and the reversal. So we're getting the reversal now. You can get a nice sell setup here. Copper, let's look at copper for you. And let's go natural gas. We'll go through all of them. Natural gas, you're getting another short sell here. This is a very short one. This one is not ready. I would not sell it. I'll wait for some more correction, then sell. On S&P 500, watch this pattern for a break. This pattern will eventually break out for a deeper correction. Let me show you on the daily. You'll probably see that. Yep, you can look for a deeper correction here when this break, right? It could go up some more here, very little. You could get one more upside here, like this. But they will break. This structure will break to the downside for a big move. It's not the end of the move. It's just a deeper correction, and then they'll continue to go, right? See, they made those deep corrections here already, and then they go. They'll make one of that here, and then they'll go. Nifty, for those who trade it, it's going up. Watch it start moving your stops. They're coming to the stop. Let's see if they're going to break through. Copper, for those who ask, let me just go through. Sell setup. It's making a flag. You're getting a nice sell setup here, by the way. See that? It's a nice sell setup for it to retag and retest first this low. And we think we're looking for this target. This would be our target. We're not trading it for the small trade. We're trading it to come and retest this low, break this low actually. So this would be the trade if we take the trade when we take it. UJ, we looked at UJ already. UJ more downside, not interested in it. It's going to come slowly to about this, and then we're going to look for upside. Right? You guys, if you just came in, watch the recording. We did all those already. We can go through them as you come in, go through them back again. It's not we don't have the time for that. Right? So anybody doing Mexican one? You're getting a corrective structure here. You can see that. You may get one more small drop. Right? Watch it on the recording. I'll post the recording. You'll get it, right? That's about it. I think we have covered almost everything you wanted. CAD, we looked at CAD already too, guys. Come on, CAD is looking up now. Great. So wait for a flag. Don't buy the CAD. Wait for a flag. It will make a short trade here, and then they could go down, right? So wait for the flag. Don't jump in the trade. That could reverse, and then you'll be looking for a sell setup here. I'm more interested in CAD sells than buy. I'll be interested in CAD buy only in one condition, if they break the trend line to the upside. Let me just show you that, 4 hour. Only if they break this trend line, I'll be interested in CAD to the upside. Otherwise, so that I'm interested in CAD sell, which means this upside here doesn't mean anything. They could come all the way to the top here and then go right back down, right? What we're looking for, if you're looking for a short-term buy on the 1 hour, wait for a flag, then buy. Wait for a flag, buy this to the top here, and then watch it to go down back. I'm not interested in CAD buys, not until we break that trend line. Yep, the Pound Yen buy will be coming on very soon. All the Pound trades, watch for that reversal. Pound CAD is already showing you a sign of the possibility, right? Watch for reversals on them. All Pound trades. Any more questions? I'm not sure why you think I wait for a candle to close, Jake. That's not what we do. That is not our strategy. That's not how we trade it. So you don't know our strategy. Don't make assumption you know it. Can we please know gold where it will go? Gold, we're looking for more up. And after it's going to make a correction, and then you're still looking for more up. We think more up. Aussie, I finished all of that. Wheat. Oh, wheat. No, I don't even have the charts. Please, can we know where? You did say this in your previous videos. Oh, I'm not sure. If I told you in our previous videos that, then you're probably looking at one of the strategy we used to trade it. The best and the most useful webinar, and nah, that's okay. Thank you very much. What is it? BTC. Okay, Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin, and then we can take more questions like that. Let's go look at Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin. The bigger picture, Bitcoin is going to go down. Start watching for a big move to the downside, right? You can actually see this very sharp impulse. You're correcting your way up. So look for a drop. Bitcoin is going to give you the drop. Now, the question is when it's going to do that. I'll wait for a break of the trend. Can you get it in an earlier stage? Because I'm not sure that this doesn't make a short-term pullback here and still go one more, right? So I'll wait for them to actually break the trend. If you get a break above the top here, you have one more buy, right? If you got a break above this top and a break above this, you have one more buy. So it could be more buy, but on the bigger picture, if you look at the bigger picture, if you're buying, you should be very careful because I'll be looking for this to come down one more. Daily, let's see what it looks like. Pretty much what I'm looking for here. See this one? One drop, sideways, another drop. So you get one drop, you get sideways, you get another drop. And then you could continue to go up, right? If this is what they're doing, this is what it will do, and then you continue to go, right? This one was pretty much the same thing. 1, 2, 3, see that? This is a contracting flat. We call it regular flat. Hopefully you get a regular flat here. And this one could be of a bigger time frame. Let me look at that. I think that one will be bigger because I think this now will probably come and retest this low here. Bitcoin has a good chance of falling pretty low, so be careful, right? At least first to this low. This is your first trade. And then you will manage it as you go because you're not breaking the top, right? See that? First, you manage it to this small trade here, and then you see if it keeps going down. Why not? If you're in the sell, you would not be worried about it, right? Euro yen 118.60. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it will get that low. I think we're just going to get around that 120 something, and then we're going to turn. If they have live FX book, I am not sure. I can ask them. I think so. Sure. Do you suggest putting an entry order, or is this trading in the spot? We do put entry orders, but that isn't trades that we definitely sure or have a good setup for a turn. On the euro yen, I would not put an entry order. I don't know where the end is of the last wave. The last wave could spike out of the pattern, but it will come right back in if it's just a spike out. Rubles, Euro USD long term Euro USD is going to go up eventually. There's one more downside possible. In the medium term, there's one more downside possible. But long term, it's going to go up. Is there any difference between flag and corrective structure? Flag is a corrective structure of a lower degree. It's still a corrective structure. We just don't look into the structure itself because it's small. It's in a lower degree. It's like in a 1 hour, 15 minutes. For very few 4-hour flags where you have structure. It's a corrective structure. It's just small. So you put 2 lines and you said, okay, wait. I don't pay attention to the gap. The gaps are part of the structure. It depends on how and where the gap we look at that. The MACD is not mine. It's created by one of our traders. It's the same MACD. He just colored it basically. You can get it if you go to, anybody knows how to get Victor MACD, just give them Victor ID. You can go there and get it. And him, Victor, you need to click on his name on the trading view and then you'll get it. Somebody will post it for you guys. The MACD has very little to do with what we do. I don't think you're, you want to be my student, add me to Skype. Anybody who wants to join it, just add me to Skype and then we will. This course is filled. It started. A lot of you actually wanted to join this course, but it's filled. And I told you to call me back in March. We will start taking new students in March. MANGAL 457. We will take new students in March only because this course is filled. We turn a lot of people, more than a good lot of people wanted to join, but they have to wait until March now. From March month, we'll start taking in new students. So call me in March. Give me a buzz in March. You can join, you can add me to Skype and remind me in March. That would be okay. I'll give you the details of the course. I noticed you changed your vision in gold and silver in the long term before you said it was one more down. Yeah, we were expecting one more down, sure, but they broke out of the structure. So let me show you that. So we were looking for this to go one more down, and then they broke out of the structure, right? So when you get a breakout of the structure, you have to say, well, what is it doing right now? Right now, it looks more upside, right? That didn't give us the one more down we were looking for. So potentially, we started to look at this as more upside. So any correction here, pull back here, we will buy, and we will buy. We'll buy it all the way back to the top. Not the fact that this is the move going up. This could actually come here and go back one more down for a bigger tree wave. But we're anticipating it to go. So we will probably stick with the upside until we see a change. As long as it's above this trend line, we will look for buy setups. Make it that simple, right? Because structurally, it's showing us more upside. Somebody will give you from TradingView. Any one of our guys could post Victor's TradingView ID. Yeah, midterm, we could get some more downside. Actually, gold and silver is in big long-term consolidation. So it will go up and down very often. But the immediate trade for today to next week, this week, is buys. Look for buy setups. I think the immediate trade is buy. So once we get a setup, we buy. How was the 457 standard? Nothing. They say you could add some number to anything. Anytime I put a code on, it's going to have letters and numbers. It doesn't stand for anything in particular. Oh yeah, somebody just gives you Victor one, VKN0422. I don't know what 422 stands for either. I think we just use random numbers. It doesn't have to mean anything. And it's better to use random numbers. By the way, when you're putting code, never use your name, never use your date of birth, never use anything that has to do with you when you're coding something. That's something I learned, right? From a computer guy. He says, never use anything that has to do anything with you, because once people have those information, those are the first thing they will test, right? So you just put random, very random things. Somebody probably first time in asked me how long I've been trading, but 6 years now. I think I did learn from somebody, but I learned nothing good there. Paid $5,000 to learn, and support and resistance was what I was taught, and I never used it, and I will not use it because it's useless, right? And all the strategies that we have are strategies that I created and tested myself, that we use in our room. Some of these strategies were helped by my traders, like the new strategy we're using. We actually got a hint from a guy who took our course, who is actually working at a bank. He took our course and he gave us the hint on this new strategy because he's using it in his bank. And that is what we're practicing now. It's amazing. So it's a mixture of what we do with what they do. And it is amazing. When I said it's amazing, you will be shocked how amazing it is. I will tell you more when you get in the group. It's as of now, it's reserved for the people in our group. No, we don't look at the fundamental, but we do take notice that if a trade, if a fundamental, if there's going to be a news event, they may use the news event to move the trade, to bring momentum into the market, moving the trade fast. If it's going to go into our direction and a technical trade, we could trade it. If it's not going in our direction of the technical trade, I will not trade it. How to differentiate the diagonal from a triangle. That is easy. That's an easy one. You can easily differentiate that. I thought you'd be going a more complex one, but to do that, you'll have to know our rules, what we look at, how we look at the structure. I'm a student in your course. How can I access your room group? If you're a student in my course, you're not supposed to write that message here. You know where to meet me to get that information. That's not for public thing. How much is the course? The course is 6 weeks training, and you have lifetime free access to us. After the 6 weeks training, you have lifetime free access, absolutely, to everything we do. You get continuous training if you need that. You get continuous one-on-one if you need it. You get continuous advice. You trade with a group of very, very good traders. Thank you. It's good that you look through at all 800 of them. A lot of people should do that. Let's see. I maybe Bitcoin. We just did Bitcoin. Have you ever considered writing? I can't write. Writing is my weakest skill that I have. That's my weakest skill, writing. My strongest skill is maths. Math. I could do good maths and physics, not writing. I can't write. You guys saw the trolls having a fun the other day, right? I can't write good. I'm not. That's not my strongest point. Not that I can't write. The trolls may take it literally, right? That I can't write. Not that I can't write. I don't have the skill level to write the book. I hope I could write a letter so good, much less a book. I'm not good at that. How many students do you already have? How big is your group? Well, our group is pretty huge. We have about 300 people in the group. Don't worry. You can join us anytime you want. Come March, let me know if you're willing to join us. Oh, the trading room is always, it's almost working 24/7. We do take a few breaks, but people are there, and the more people you get, the better it gets, right? The better the room will go. We're still structuring and getting that room to work as effective as I want it to work. It's not that effective as yet as I would like to see it, but it's going to get there one day, right? One day, when we started, we couldn't even get more than 5 people in the trading room. Now we're getting 20, 30 people actively trading in it, so we will get it. The more traders you have who have like-mindedness of training and trading, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best trading. It is already the best place to be. It's going to be the best trading room in the world because you don't have to pay to be in it. Once you complete the course, you're already in the trading room. Please quote me correct, because one guy wrote me, he said, add me to your trading room. I said, no, I can't. You have to complete the course. He said, but you say you're not charging for it. Of course. Not for the trading room. Not for the lifetime access to the trading room. But you need to know our way of trading before you can get into there. You need to understand how we trade before we add you to that room. Yes, you get access to the trading room right away. We don't advise you to start trading or to start doing anything in there until you have completed the course. You don't know the strategies. You don't know how we analyze charts. Until you finish all of that, you can simply view what the guys are doing in there. But you will have access. Okay, guys, the euro yen, pay good attention. It's probably going to pull back. Watch that euro yen start pulling back very soon from right in this area here, right? It could go a little more, but watch it. We'll start looking for buy setups. I'll post it when I see it, right? Yep, you can do that. You also get a daily webinar that I do where I update these charts daily in the room for everybody, right? In my group. Every day, 8 a.m. London, I update this for them, update the charts for them. You got stop loss active. What is that? I have no idea what you mean by that, Michael. Not necessarily. The metals, although they're dollar traded, that is a question somebody asked about DXY and the metals. Although they're dollar traded, they're not, sometimes the price of the metal is not because of dollar changing, but because of metal price changing. When it's dollar changing, yes, you get that movement. They will probably lose value if dollar gets stronger. They will get higher price if dollar gets weak. But sometimes they're moving because it's not dollar, it's just the metals, right? Just metal price, just the price of gold going up has nothing to do with dollar, right? So you have to know what is the moving factor in it. Do you have students to live on their own to teach other? I'm not sure what that means. Not how we do it basically. Nope. They're short term. All that is for all the other yen pairs. They're short term downside. They can probably go back to. They're all in corrective structures. Course in May, you will have to add me to Skype to know that. I'm not sure. We haven't planned any as yet. If Euro yen reverses from here, Aussie yen may start the upside. This is a short-term trade, so this one may only come here. It may stop right here. We are looking also this possibility. See, right? So it's a short-term sell to this low. So it could come to this low. If you're in the trade, you move to break even or watch it do this one. But we are thinking they may get to this low. We're also, do you notice we have two lines here? This pattern we're looking at, or if they break through the pattern, right? One out of the two options we're looking at. I can't give you guys everything as we do it in our group, but we looked at this possibility here and this possibility here, right? Just so that give you a hint of what we are looking at, right? See? It's not as easy as I do it here, guys. I'm telling you, it's much more. There's a difference between what I do here and what we do in our group, and it's huge. So don't feel that you can come here and you already know. I can just watch one guy say, I watch all your videos. I think I'm getting the concept. I'm like, no, you can watch all the videos I did and you can watch all the videos I'll do in the future. You will not get our concept very clear because you will not get the rules to how we look at structure, right? You will not get the strategy how we trade. And the better part of it is you will not be in our group. It's just being in that group is what is important, right? Just the ability to be in that group. That is the most amazing thing. So thank you for coming, everybody. Hope the next time you guys share the link so everybody gets it. Nobody will ask me where the link is again. So thank you for coming. See all of you. Take care. And trade well. Hope this week bring a lot of pips for you guys. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.